Hey everybody, so in today's video I have a kind of combo haul. I have a bunch of Walmart fall wax that I finally was able to pick up from my Walmart. And then I also have a couple of candles from Homeworx. So when it was recently revealed that Homeworx was going to be available at Ulta, I did place an order and pick up 2 of the candles. I normally buy a lot of my kind of like skincare and beauty items, things like that, drugstore items from Ulta because of the point system and because they're always running specials with coupons and things like that. So I decided to go ahead and pick up a couple of the Homeworx candles just to, try them out again. So I'm going to go ahead and start with those since I only have 2 of them. And this is the first one. So you can see they're still the same as they've always been. And this one is the Spice Vanilla Pumpkin. I love the labels. They're so pretty. And then on the bottom here, you can see there's a little Ulta sticker. This says it's pumpkin, warm caramel, vanilla bean, and blood orange. And, so I did see in the group that a lot of people were receiving their orders broken and shattered. I did not experience that. I will say my stuff was packaged very poorly. Like, I'm honestly surprised, and maybe it's because of the other items in the box that they didn't get broken, but I was really surprised that they didn't get broken, but they weren't, and so that's of course great. They came with this dust cover that keeps the wicks separated, but it did not come with the little dome one that's usually on top there. Where's it at here? Oh, there it is. So, of course, these are 4 wicks, which have gotten a really bad rap because, I mean, honestly, they did suck. So, I am really curious to see how these burn. The recent reviews people have shown that they have been burning pretty well, which is why I wasn't afraid to pick these up. And this one smells so good. So it's definitely just that kind of pumpkin vanilla scent. You get the caramel. I'm not necessarily getting any blood orange right now. This is just a really sweet pumpkin scent, almost a little nutty, but I like it because it's not super spicy as well. So you don't get a ton of pumpkin spice, but it smells so good, perfect for fall, and I am excited to see how that does. And then the other one I got is vanilla bean macaron. So if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I love vanilla scent, so I had to try this one out. This is vanilla bean with vanilla, brown sugar, and amber. Again, came with the little dust cover on there. Let's see if I can get that off. And so this one, and I remember when I first got it, I remember thinking I smell the amber very heavily in this. So it's definitely a vanilla candle, but it is very amber heavy to me. And I think I'm getting a lot of that brown sugar as well. I mean, it's definitely what the name says, but to me, it's a little amber heavy. It doesn't really make me, I don't know. This doesn't make me think gourmand. And I think it is because of the amber. So this is one that I'll probably try melting in my bedroom. They're both really strong on cold. Obviously, that doesn't mean anything until you actually burn them, because you could have the strongest candle ever, and if the wicks suck, like, you're not going to get a good throw. So I'm excited to try that one out too, but I'm pretty happy with the scent on cold thus far. I'm really hoping, I've seen from other reviewers that I watch that the wicks have been doing really well, so I'm hoping that is the same in my case. And now we're going to move on to the Walmart wax. I do have Sensationals and Better Homes and Gardens. I sometimes separate them out, but I didn't do that today. And then I also got a few items, from Maine Seas because they just smelled so good. So I don't know the scent notes on any of these. I'm just going to tell you guys that right off the bat. We all know my nose can be a little bit crazy and pick up stuff that like nobody else does, but that's just me. Anyhow, I'm just going to get into it. Oh, I will say also, so my Walmart had everything. Like literally every scent that I've seen on Instagram or that's been being talked about was at my Walmart. Again, it was super overwhelming. There was a ton of stuff. There are so many fall scents that came out for this season. And so I did sniff through everything. I can't really remember anything, but just know if it's not in this haul, it probably just didn't appeal to me. So this first one here is from Sensationals. This one is called Bottoms Up, and you can see this is orange, pomegranate, and spice. I love the picture on there with the copper mugs. And this one, I just absolutely loved. I love a good orange scent for the holidays. You don't see it that often. And this one is wonderful. So you definitely get orange. You definitely get pomegranate. It is a little bit fruity. Like the fruit note in this is stronger than the spice note, but you still get the spice. It's almost like a spiced tea in a way. Part of me feels like I could even melt this for Christmas. But I really, really like this one. It is a fruity scent with very minimal spice. So if you like orange and pomegranate or those kind of tart scents, I think you would like that. Next up here is this. This is Northern Lights. And this says Hear Me Aurora. This is such a pretty label. And the reason I picked this up is because as soon as I smelled it, it's purple wax, it reminded me of Dreamy Summer Nights. And that's still what it reminds me of. So this reminds me of Dreamy Summer Nights with an ever so slight cologne note. I love it. It's definitely vanilla. It's soft. It's pretty. Just a kind of almost fresh scent in a way too. But then you get that slight cologne note. It's really, really like cozy smelling, if that makes sense. I really, really like this. I think if the throw on this is good, I will pick up some more of it because we all know I love Dreamy Summer Nights. But last time I've melted it in tart form, at least, it's been giving me a really gross waxy smell. So if this holds up as a good dupe when melting, I will probably pick up some more of that. Next up, I have Chilly Autumn Evening. Again, you can see the picture is so pretty. So it looks like a bunch of forest trees and some smog or fog. Hopefully that's fog, not smog. And this one smells good. So this, these are so hard to get out of the clams. So that's what it looks like. This is kind of a sweet pine scent, but also I detect like a little bit of like eucalyptus, but nothing intense. So nothing that's going to like clear your nostrils or anything like that. It's just really subtle. Not normally a scent I would go for, but I thought it smelled really good, so we're gonna try that one out. Next up here, I have our Harvest Apple Picking, and this is just your basic fresh cut apple scent. That is literally what it reminds me of. I love gala apples, and this to me smells like when I cut a gala apple open, like the inside of it. It's sweet, but it's also still really fresh and really authentic, in my opinion. So just a nice, unoffensive apple scent. Next up here in the value pack, I picked up Farm Apple Pumpkin. I was on a Farm Apple Pumpkin kick, I think like 2 years ago. I finally used up all of my Farm Apple Pumpkin last fall. So I didn't have any more left because I had bought a crap ton of the clams on clearance. And I saw this year that they had it in the value pack, which, yeah, means I'm not the only one who loved it. This is just the most perfect fall scent. It's apples, it's cinnamon, it's cider. Now this doesn't really give you like a bakery note, but to me it's like the just perfect blend of cinnamon and apple cider. It is so, so good. Yeah, I love this. I did not pick up more because, to be honest, I have so much fall wax and I just really didn't feel like I needed to have more. If for some reason I get through all of this before fall is over and I want some more, I will pick it up. But I think this is going to be available pretty regularly since it's in a value pack. I don't know why they would switch it to this if they weren't going to make it available all the time. So anyhow, I love Farm Apple Pumpkin. I know I'm not the only one. It's amazing. Next up, I have Citrus Autumn Brew, which I was intrigued by because of the picture. And then the scent really got me. So this is definitely a citrus scent. Very strong on the citrus. You can see that there. But then there's something else in here. And like, it doesn't make me think of a brew or anything. There's nothing to this that smells warm. It's more like almost a floral note. Maybe like some honey. But it's really nice. It doesn't necessarily like make me think fall. But obviously it could change when melting, but it smells really good. And if you like citrus scents, I think you would like that. Next up, I picked up this one. This is Apple Pumpkin Spice. And the main reason I picked this up, because obviously this is the most basic scent ever, is because I saw on one of my wax groups that this is a dupe to Harvest Moon, and I absolutely agree. So you guys know that I love Harvest Moon. I've talked about it so many times. I think I have like 3 clams of it left that I am going to get through for this fall. But yeah, it smells just like it. There's literally no difference. So I get that caramel note. I get the apple, a really strong apple note. There's not a ton of spice in this. It may be different when it melts, but it's literally a dupe. So Harvest Moon I did not see came back. So if you did love that scent and you weren't able to stock up at the end of the season, was it last season it was out or the season before? I can't remember. But anyhow, if you weren't able to stock up, you need to pick this up because it is a literal dupe. Next up here, I have Caramel Apple Spice. And this one is so nice. So this one is definitely stronger on the caramel. So I'm trying to get it out of here. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally a caramel apple with a strong spice note. To me, this has a little more spice than some of the other ones I've smelled so far. I don't think it's too much spice, but if you're really sensitive to that, I would definitely sniff this before picking it up. It's a really strong cinnamon spice, so it's like caramel apple with a lot of cinnamon, and I really, really like it, and I think that's going to be really nice. This next one here is Cinnamon Ginger Pumpkin. I didn't think I would like this, but I did. So this is more on the savory side of things. So this is not going to be one of your typical like fall sweet cider apple scents. It's really strong on the clove and the cinnamon. And you get the pumpkin, you get the ginger, but I think that this would be really good mixed with like vanilla cookie crunch or a sweet scent, which is why I went ahead and picked it up because, again, if you're someone who just likes the kind of spice side of things, you would love this. But I think this would be great blended with like a sweet vanilla or just something sweeter. And yeah, but it's a good one. It definitely smells just like the name. Next up here, I picked up Harvest Pumpkin Peach. This surprised me. I'm not normally the biggest fan of peach scents, but I decided to go ahead and get this one because it smells so good. So this definitely is a sweet peach. There's no spice in this. I detect like a hint of cinnamon, but there's no intense spice. I don't really get that intense of a crust note. It reminds me of like peach cobbler filling. Yeah. The peach in this is not the most authentic, but it smells really good. I would say if you like peach scents to at least give that one a sniff because it's really nice. This one, Sugar Pumpkin Cronuts. A lot of people have talked about this scent and how great it was. I think either it was only available in certain spots last year or something, or it went really fast. A lot of people couldn't find it. It was very readily available at my Walmart, so I picked up 2. And the reason I picked up 2, because I've never melted this scent, is just based on everyone else's experience with it. I am a bakery lover at heart, and so my favorite things to melt are bakery. And so I picked up 2 of them because people have talked about how this is just such a good scent, a good bakery scent. I will say right off the bat, I'm getting a ton of cinnamon, and it's like red hot cinnamon. Now I'm sniffing the bottom of the clam. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I find generally for myself, if I take the clam out and sniff the bottom, it smells different from the top. On the top, I get more of that like flaky kind of pastry, more of that pumpkin note, but on the bottom, it's like straight cinnamon. So I don't know how I'm going to like this one yet, which is so surprising because everyone loves it. So I'm going to assume when it's melting, it's a lot different than what I smell because I am not a big red hot cinnamon fan. Next up here, I have banana pumpkin bread. I feel like I have had this one before, or this one has been out before, and I liked it. First of all, banana pumpkin bread sounds so good. And, so all the wax is just kind of this orange color. And this smells so good. So you get the bread, you get the pumpkin, and then you get a slight hint of banana. It just adds a nice balance to the scent. It's nothing too crazy. Definitely still a fall scent. And it smells amazing. Like it's going to be a really good bakery scent. And there's no spice in that one. Next up, I picked up Peach Blueberry Crisp. That picture, so cute. And this one I just loved. I loved it when I smelled it in store. I might have to pick up more of it depending on how it throws. I'm not always the biggest fan of blueberry, but I love the blueberry in this. And I get a bakery note from this. I get that crisp. I get the peach. I get all of it. There's no cinnamon in this either. It's just those nice, like, fall fruits. And it smells so good. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that one throws because I really like it. And then these last 2 are kind of Christmas. There were like 4 or 5 Christmas ones out. This first one is Frosted Winter Flurries. I love this picture. If you didn't know, winter is my favorite season. So this picture just makes my heart so happy. And then this is just a pure white wax. And this one is so good. I love it. Like, I don't even like tree scents, and I like this. So, this is definitely a tree scent, and I say tree because I don't know how to tell if it's like a spruce or a pine. I really don't know. But it's like sweet. There's like a little hit of vanilla in there. Almost like a touch, just an ever so slight touch of mint. And it's just so nice. Definitely reminds me of Christmas. Definitely sniffing this makes me picture like being out in this picture. A bunch of trees with snow on it. It's so good. I really, really like that one. And then finally I have this one, Season's Greetings, Sweet Cinnamon and Patchouli. This one was intriguing to me. First and foremost because of the picture, but I can't get this one out. This one's nice, and it literally just smells like cinnamon and patchouli. Normally, those are 2 things I hate, but in combination, they do smell really good. I don't know if it'll be too much for me when they are melting. If so, I will blend something with it, but I really do like it. And then finally, I have the ones I got from Maine Sea. So Maine Seas are 93 cents, but they're like half the size of a regular clam. So I usually buy these in 2s and then I melt 2 at a time. So the first one I have here is Cozy Gathering. That pictures everything, and I love this one. So this is definitely a cologne scent in my opinion, but it's also kind of fresh. It just makes you feel cozy. Like if you're cozying up with your husband or your boyfriend who smells really good, because this smells so good. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this. Yeah, I don't know. It smells familiar too. So I don't know if anyone has smelled this and is like, oh, that smells like this cologne or something, because it really does smell familiar to me and I love it. The next one I picked up here is Velvet Sunset. I don't think this is necessarily for fall, but it smelled really good. Really deep colored wax. And this smells so good, but it reminds me of, what's that other Mainstays one that's purple? I've bought it before. I can't remember. But it's not quite as sweet. So this is more on the like perfumey side, whereas that other one I feel like was more like bubblegummy, candy sweet. It smells so good though. Perfect bedroom scent. Love it. And then finally I have Warm Fall Leaves. Again, I just want to jump into that picture. So cute. And this one is like leaves with cinnamon. So you definitely smell the leaves scent right off the bat. I mean, you could say it's Bath and Body Works. You could say it's like Sonoma falling leaves, but it's definitely just that leaf scent. And it's blended with cinnamon. Smells so good. Again, another perfect fall scent. So that is everything I got. I know this video was super long because I have quite a bit. I don't think there's anything I will be picking up extras of for from Walmart unless something really knocks my socks off, and I will let you guys know. Yeah, so that's it. If you have found Walmart wax at your store and you have a haul video, let me know because I'd love to watch it. And subscribe if you want. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.